This is all the Real Madrid news that came out from this date to this date. And well, we're starting out with this. The Real Madrid X Marble collab. This is one of the pieces, and then you have more. Let me know what you guys think of this. Anyways, next we found out who was nominated for the Globe Soccer Awards. For Emerging Player of 2025, Arda Nico Pasentin were nominated. And Xabi Alonso has been nominated for the Best Coach of 2025. Jude Bellingham and Fede Valverde have been nominated for Men's Midfielder of the Year 2025. Kylian and Mbappe have been nominated for Best Men's Player of 2025. And they were nominated for the Best Forward of the Year. Now we also found out that Eder Militao will be out for 2 weeks. He will miss the Elche, Olympiacos, Girona, and Athletic game. Now in the best case scenario, Eder Militao could return for Girona on November 30th, or on December 3rd against Athletic Bilbao. Now there was also news of how much the NFL game generated. Diario Yes said 150 million euros in Madrid City, and 42,000 out of the 78,610 fans who came to the Bernabeu were tourists. 21 million euros were generated in bars and restaurants. NFL Madrid game at the Bernabeu is considered a huge success. Now if you're enjoying the video so far, just like the video so I know. And if you want to stay updated with Real Madrid news, just follow. Also, speaking about the NFL game, Real Madrid hope to resolve the Bernabeu sound problem by early 2026. Yesterday's performance by Bizarrap and Daddy Yankee was taken as a positive test. And also, there was news about Florentino Perez with Apple. The Bernabeu opens another dimension. Real Madrid and Apple have signed a cutting-edge technology alliance. Florentino Perez said, "We're working on the Infinite Bernabeu, an immersive experience. New virtual reality project. Every fan around the world can literally feel like he's watching the game right at the Bernabeu." Now, anyways, the day after, Real Madrid are already working on the Bernabeu pitch for the next home game in December. And well, anyways, the team was training for the next game against Elche. And well, we got news that Franco trained with the ball for the second consecutive day. And so did Rudiger. Also know that Tchouaméni did part of the training with the group today. Now, anyways, according to Marca, Junin will start in the Copa del Rey matches. And it's being said that Camavinga could miss the France World Cup list if his performances for Real Madrid does not improve this season. Now, you also had news about Rodrigo. Galatasaray want Rodrigo on loan, but only if Real Madrid will cover half of the salary in installments over several months. And then also, you had Rodrigo answer this question. "You don't play much at Real Madrid." He said, "There's not much for me to do. I have to keep working and striving and try to earn the coach's trust there. Here I have Ancelotti's trust. Xabi Alonso sees my commitment. Who knows, maybe I'll get more opportunities at Real Madrid." Also, there was news about Chema Andres according to Diario Yes. Chema Andres has already impressed everyone in Germany. Several top European clubs are interested in him. If Real Madrid wanted to get him back in 2026, they would have to pay 13.5 million euros. And Fabrizio said this about Konate. Liverpool have presented a renewal offer for Konate. The decision now lies with the player. Real Madrid and other clubs are in the race. Also, congrats to Hakimi on being named African Player of the Year. And also in the top European leagues, Real Madrid are the team with the most wins, ahead of Bayern Munich and Arsenal. Now you also had Marco Asensio talk about Arda Güler. He said that Arda is truly talented and a very high level footballer. I believe he will reach a much higher level than his current one. He is still very young. Then you had Rio talk about the Jude situation. I see a lot of talk about Jude Bellingham, along with exaggerated negative articles. And this is unacceptable. The truth is, it's something that raises eyebrows, as every big player doesn't want to be subbed. Look at Rooney and Cristiano. It used to happen to them regularly. I think this is normal. Kiko Garcia, he said that Zidane had aura. In my time at the team, all the top players respected him. And when the top players respect the coach like that, the team has a lot going for it. He also took care of the subs. Now also, Toni Kroos talked about Vinny. Vinny Jr. angry after a Clásico sub. Big matches in front of 80,000 spectators. No one outside the pitch knows what the player is feeling. When you play an exceptional match, it's natural not to like being subbed. But even so, I never went straight to the dressing room. Judging from the outside is easy, but it's hard to put yourself in the place of a player living that moment. Vinny Jr.'s attitude, they asked Tony. I often told him to stop, because it felt like the whole team was being affected by his behavior. Sometimes it can be a lot for opponents, for even rival fans. As a team, we felt that things were turning against us because of that. I tried many times to calm him down on the pitch, just to keep him focused, because he would lose it at moments. I told him over and over, "Vinny, you are too good. You don't need all of this." Now also, Mariano Diaz talked about some stuff. And well, he said that Cristiano taught him a lot. Routines, punctuality, care, how to train, how to recover, how to prepare a game, everything. And also what it means to keep your word. Now Mariano Diaz on returning to Real Madrid, I couldn't say no. They told me that this time it would be different, that I would have more minutes. That was one of the reasons I returned. The number 7 is probably the most iconic number of the club. It has been worn by players such as Raúl, Cristiano, legends. I was proud to show it off, but I also felt a lot of pressure. I wasn't going to replace Cristiano, but the role was still huge. Real Madrid is the biggest club in the world, but not everyone can make a place there. And yes, there is light beyond. And he talked about Endrick. If Endrick ends up leaving, or any player who barely has minutes, I would just tell him to enjoy, that he values what it means to be a starter. It's the best thing that can happen to you. When they really trust you when you start, that's when you can show your full potential. It's not the same to jump on the field for a few minutes every few games. In such a short time, it's impossible to demonstrate what you are capable of. But if Endrick is on loan, nothing prevents him from returning to Madrid later. Now lastly, Benzema's dream 11 is this: Neuer, Ramos, Pepe, Dani Alves and Marcelo as fullbacks, Ronaldinho, Pogba and Zidane, and Cristiano and Messi up top, with Modric, Iniesta and himself. Now with all that being said, let me know what you guys thought about the news.